Hey, chosen ones, how y'all doing today? Happy Resurrection Day. Yes, it's Lady TC Knows is in the house. And as y'all know from the last video, yes, I done made a change in my hair and everything. And I just feel so much freer. Yes, we're not going to be doing that stuff no more. We done went all natural, walking into our authentic self. So, yeah, I just be putting little twisties. It feels great because summer's on the move. It's getting closer. And, yeah, so I just did little twisties in the front and, whatever the heck. But it's just, I did my henna. As you can see, it's getting brighter red, but it's darkening up too. In the light, it's like crazy red. So I'm going to do it again because I want it to get darker. I'm going to have to mix it again with the indigo and the henna to get it a little bit darker. But I love henna because it strengthens your hair and it helps it to grow better. Like, my problem is not the growth, because actually, like, if I stretch my hair out, it is quite long. It's just it's thin hair. I have thin, fine hair. So it's not about retaining length. It's about, I need body in my hair. But if I put a volumizing shampoo in here, it goes poof, and then I look like Little Orphan Annie. It's a hard knock. We ain't doing that. So, yeah, I put Shea Moisture. I love Shea Moisture, the little orange jar of curl smoother. That's the only product from them I'll get. Any other stuff, I did try their whole line when it was all organic and not on store shelves. And the other products, I didn't find them very helpful for my hair type, which is either 3B, 3C, I don't know. But that orange curl smoother, I love it. But it is a little heavy because my hair is so thin and fine. So I do go back and forth between that and the volumizer shampoo. But instead of oiling my scalp, which I don't think that works for me, I use that curl smoother because it got some light oils in it. That is very good. But anyway, let me get off my hair because I am not my hair like NDI Recess. So anyway, today I just wanted to touch on Happy Resurrection Day. Some of y'all call it that E word. I don't, because I look up all that pagan information and I ain't with it. And I do believe that Christ rose. And subconsciously with the Christ consciousness and the third eye and all that. Yes, but I do believe there was a physical resurrection and death, of course. And I do believe that he is coming back. I don't believe it's going to be this great big old thing up in the sky. What do we call that? Hologram or whatever? Blue beam, whatever they keep talking about. I don't know what they plan on trying to do with it. But listen, I know we have discernment now, chosen ones, and we can recognize that stuff right off the bat, so I ain't feeling it. However, I did see a video. I didn't watch the whole video, but I saw a clip of it today, and it was from 2 days ago. Someone posted a video talking about, where did I wrote it down. Where is it? Someone posted a video about Jesus' spirit appeared in Jerusalem with Holy Spirit fire 2 days ago. And so they going crazy posting that stuff with this Jerusalem video on TubeTube. So I don't know. I'm going to look at it and see what it is. But even still, like, your experience is yours, genuine, whatever. When you're overcome with the Holy Spirit, you could have all kinds of manifestations appear before you because you're wakening up your spirit. So whatever people claim they see, it could be whatever. Who am I to doubt or judge you? Doubting Thomas, he got schooled on finding out to stop doubting people. So there you have that. But anyway, all in general, Happy Resurrection Day. And if you celebrate that or not, that's up to you. I don't follow that pagan tradition stuff, so I don't get all up into that. Since the Sabbath was yesterday, I do my usual Sabbath thing. And in actuality, I honor the Most High every day, and Christ and the Holy Spirit Mother. So I don't get caught up in actual days because I know the truth about the calendar. Most of y'all have come into the knowledge too, and finding out that these calendars is not being operated the way it's supposed to be. We're in the Gregorian, but there was a different one. It's 13 months, not 12, and that means there's 13 zodiacs, and the 12 apostles together with Yahushua Mashiach was 13. So the number 13 is actually a high angelic number. And that's another thing I'm going to do a video on is I saw something recently about your life path numbers. And I know a lot of people don't like talking about stuff like that. But what this video was so soul grasping because this woman broke it down and told you what your life path number is, how to achieve it. So I'm gonna get into that in another video, probably the next one. But what she touched on was that your life path number is very important. and that the whole world, universe, frequency, sound, vibrations, everything that is life is made up of what is a number system. That's the way the Most High created this earth. And I know people don't want to look at that because we've been, you know, kind of brainwashed into following religion for so many years that we don't want to even glimpse at any of this stuff. But in all actuality, now that the time that we're coming into this age, people calling it new age, but it's actually not new age. This is the way it's been for thousands and thousands of years. That astrology aligns with numerology. It's just the demonic world utilizes it their way. But it was always meant the Holy Spirit way. It was always meant to be divine. So when you can come to your discernment with that, then you can recognize it. But my life path number turned out to be 8, and I love it because my grandson is born on the 8th, and 8, when you turn it on its side, is the symbol of infinity. So it's a great number. So is 7, so is 9. But you know, one thing she said, the way she said you could basically get your life path number is you take your birth month, even if it's a 0 in front of it, you add the 0 plus the number together, take that number, add the next 2 numbers, your date of birth, add those together. You keep adding each one together plus the year till you get one single number. And when it's double numbers, the end result of adding everything together, if it's a double number, add that together. And then when you come down to a single number, that is your life path number, which would be 1 through 9. And then each number tells you about yourself. So the next video I make, I'm going to tell you what you are and more about you being your life path number. Mine says I'm ambitious, but there's a negative side to it too that says I'm constantly at war with keeping balance. So, you know, it makes sense. When I read that, I was like, yeah, that sounds about right. There's like a thing going on inside of me is staying in that balance. But I am very ambitious, always have been. So, but you know, it's up to you if you're interested in that stuff. So the last 2 things I wanted to touch base on was this whole business of the time we're in right now. If you're noticing, and I know many of you are noticing, black and white people and Latinos and brown, whatever people of color you want to call it, the race relations in this country is heading into that direction that's been predicted for a long time. I don't like the looks of it. But I'm here to tell y'all, don't panic, don't be afraid. As chosen ones, you stay with your mind on the Most High and Christ and the Holy Spirit. Do not get caught up in that stuff. And don't get one-sided. Remember that video I did a couple ones back about Vincent? Like I said, when he went on his journey to heaven with his spiritual guide and his near-death experience, he talked about race relations and he thought he was straight. He said, I'm one of the most non-prejudiced people you could ever meet. But when you keep listening to him talk, his spirit guide said, really? How do you feel about racists? He said, oh, I hate racists. I hate racists. And he said, see, you can't hate nobody. Even them are misguided people. You cannot have no kind of hate in your heart. So I'm just bringing that up today to let y'all know. I know the situations are bad. I've been hearing about that Tony Armello K kid and the whole football field thing with the tent and all that. I heard the whole situation is terrible. It's terrible for both sides. But everybody coming at each other's throat, especially now with all this going on. And today was supposed to be the day that Rump declared art law, you know, Mart law. And I don't think it happened, but listen, we right on that precipice edge where it could happen. All they need is one little event of chaos to make it happen. Stay away from them protests. And I'm not talking just to my people. I'm talking to all people. Stay away from them protests. If you go to them and something happens, it's going to trigger it. And that's what's going to go into this Mart law that they're trying to do. And I'm telling you, it's part of the plans for PT.1 So, you know, sooner or later, they're going to get what they want. But we can't be feeding it. We can't feed the beast. Don't feed the beast, okay? It's worsening day to day. Just keep one ear to the grind on what's happening. But pray, pray, pray. I call it palau, which is the Hebrew word for prayer. And stay in, you know, remember, we are chosen ones. So we operate based on what Baba Vanga's 5 spiritual keys are within inside of us. We need to bring out and develop more our kindness, our compassion, and our purpose. Coming into who our purpose is and what we're supposed to be doing. I'm fulfilling my purpose with y'all, and I'm sure I have other purposes too. And then lastly, what I'm going to talk about is just you need to start reevaluating. What do you people feel about? Have you noticed with the movements going on, with the shifts and everything, all these truths that are starting to be revealed? I'm not just talking about China. But a lot of things are being revealed to now in this day and time. You need to acknowledge that and recognize it for what it is. So in that, I'm going to say goodbye. I'll probably